How are we doing, guys? And welcome back to 𝐷𝐿𝐓𝐇. I am, of course, Oscar, and we have got with you a very different kind of segment to what we haven't really tried so far this season, the lineup prediction show. So it is basically what it says on the tin, really. I am going to caveat straight away, this is the predicted lineup. This isn't the lineup I would go with. This is my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game, based on what Marcelo Bielsa has said in his press conferences, before the Liverpool game and after the Man United game, based on a couple of things that Bielsa said. Again, we're trying to read between the lines here. This is just the predicted starting 11 for tomorrow's game. If you haven't done already, make sure you check out mine and Jack's previews for this Liverpool game, Scott's reaction to Bielsa's press conference, and my opposition preview with the fantastic 𝐘𝐎𝐶. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. We are pushing for 25k. Thanks for your fantastic continued support of 𝐷𝐿𝐓𝐇. So let's go through the lineup prediction. I'm predicting a 4-1-4-1 shape from Leeds United. Possibly a 4-2-3-1. You know, we finished the second half against Man United with a 4-2-3-1. But I feel we're going to go with a bit more of a defensive-minded midfield, like we did from the first sort of half an hour before Robin Koch got injured against Man United. So let's just go through first and foremost. Goalkeeper, pretty simple, will be 𝐖𝐈𝐓𝐇. No other explanation needed there. Now the back four. Again, there might be some surprises here, but I have a feeling that Llorente will keep his place despite coming off after 45 minutes against Man United. I felt that was more of a tactical change rather than a change about Llorente's performance. Again, Llorente didn't have a fantastic first 45 minutes, but I do have a feeling he will keep his place in that starting lineup. I think it'll be Junior Firpo who comes in for this game. I think the fact he's had a good 50, 60 minutes against Man United in terms of building up his fitness. Yes, the third goal, you can have a look at what Firpo did on that third goal, but I thought his general performance was bright, and it got us back into the game. I thought he gave us real energy on that left-hand side and quality delivery at times as well. So I do think Firpo will keep his place. Will come back into the team, because when Firpo's been available, he has tended to be straight back into the team. Again, he's been very unlucky with injuries, but I do think Junior Firpo will come in for this game. Luke Ayling and Pascal, don't need to discuss too much about. I think purely because of injuries, I don't think there's any debate that Luke Ayling and Pascal will start this game. And having said that, I thought Luke Ayling had a much more positive performance against Man United, despite us conceding 4 goals. I did think it was a much more positive performance for Luke Ayling. I thought he was especially good when he went in at centre back. Again, when you concede 4 goals, it's not very easy to say that, but I do think that will be our back four. Now, going into the holding midfield role, there's no Calvin, there's no Robin Koch. So I feel it'll be Adam Forshaw who goes into that role. He did for the second half against Everton. Bielsa seemed happy in terms of his press conference after the Everton game. I won't say it's so much praise of Adam Forshaw, but he did say the second half against Everton improved when Adam Forshaw went into that position. Now, Everton was a while ago, but Adam Forshaw played more as a number 8, a bit higher up the pitch against Man United. But I think with the injuries we've got, the fact Robin Koch's out injured, I have a feeling Adam Forshaw goes into that holding midfield role for this game. Again, let us know in the comments below if you disagree with that, but I don't think there's anyone else who can go in there at this moment in time naturally. Maybe Pascal, but again, Pascal for me will be staying in that back four because of the injuries we've got. Midfield 4. I think Raphinha does get his place back in the team because of his second half against Man United. I think James will start off the left because Bielsa was very complimentary about our creativity against Man United in the second half. When Raphinha was on the right and James was on the left, I have a feeling he'll stick with that formula in that second half, because from a creative sense, we did create a lot of opportunities against Man United. We could have been 3-2 up, and I think that will very much please Bielsa. So I expect Raphinha and James to keep their places, or Raphinha rather, to come back into the team, and James to keep his place on that left-hand side that he played. I thought he played well against Man United on the left-hand side. Matthäus 𝐾𝐿, Stuart Dallas will complete the midfield, I think. Dallas might be a bit of a hot take. I think many would expect him to go to left back, but I have a feeling Stuart Dallas will come into the midfield to help 𝐾𝐿 and Forshaw defensively, especially defensively, because that was something Bielsa was very keen to point out against Man United, that we were too open. We did, in the end, when we were chasing the game back, have a midfield of Forshaw and 𝐾𝐿. I think he'll want that extra presence in midfield defensive-minded presence in midfield to help Forshaw and 𝐾𝐿, and maybe give us one or two options on the counter to win the ball back. I think I'll be on midfield 4. Again, people might disagree with that. I have a feeling Jack Harrison will miss out on this one and will start off the bench, as will Joffrey Gelhardt, because I think Rodrigo will go back in as the number 9. I just think Bielsa's, from what he was saying about the efficiency in front of goal after the Man United game, he wasn't happy with the efficiency. He said we need to be converting more than one in 4 of our shots, which is what we were converting against Man United. He wants more than that. So I think he's still trying to find that attacking combination. And Rafinha, James, Rodrigo as a front 3, I don't think we've tried. Or certainly not that I can think of recently. We've tried that specific front 3. Certainly not with James from the left and Rodrigo up top. We're trying that different combination. I think he was happy with what Rafinha and James were doing from a creative sense, and maybe he wants Rodrigo in that box, seeing if he can get on the end of things. Because to be fair, Rodrigo, I know he started up top against Man United, but we weren't really creating anything for him until Rafinha came on. So again, it's hard to say. This has been a very, very difficult one to do, really, because it's very, very difficult to predict what we're going to do. I think 9, maybe 10 out of the 11 positions I'm certain on, but I suppose Junior Firpo and Harrison's the debatable point. And I know that they play different positions, but where people are going to fit in, I feel that's the debatable point. I think Llorente, I'm pretty sure, will come back into the team. But guys, let us know if you agree. This has been quite a quick fire video. I'm just going to put below on the screen my predicted lineup, a 4-1-4-1 shape, and that is my predicted team for this game. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. See you later. Thanks very much for watching.